Hello. Hey, I'm so happy that you can join me, the Social Maggie show today. This is episode number 26, and this is my last show for 2020. I will be back in 2021. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be taking a break for the holidays. So what are we going to be talking about today? We are going to discover all about the information you should be having on your Facebook business page, because people are doing searches, right? They're searching online and they're looking for businesses. And if they find you and they find your business page and they go to it, but it's not giving them the information they're expecting to find, then it's going to be very frustrating for them, right? So maybe you've even had that happen to you as well. So we want to look at the information. You want to make sure it's on your Facebook page, but even on your personal profile, right? So we are going to be delving into that in a little bit. So, it's very frustrating, and you've probably experienced that too, right? So we want to make sure that you aren't missing some of that important information there. Okay, so before we get into that though, I just want to let you know that if you're joining me and you're new to me, I'm Maggie, and I help small business owners and entrepreneurs, and maybe if you have a job and you're doing something on the side, like a side hustler or a solopreneur, and whatever it is that you're doing with your Facebook, I just want you to know that you're in the right place here, because you're going to get really good Facebook tips for you. So it's going to be the information that you need if you're just getting started, or maybe you've had a page for a while and you just want to improve what you've been doing, right? So this is the right place for you. So I'm Maggie, sometimes known as Social Maggie. That's my handle on Instagram. And I am a Facebook coach, a trainer, course creator, and implementer. So what does implementer mean? It means that I not only train you, provide you with that information and education, but I'm also going to make sure that you take the action that you need to do to get results, right? So get down and do the work, right? So that is what an implementer is. That's what I do. So I just don't give you some training and you go away. I am here to answer your questions and make sure that you are getting what you need so you can get the results, right? So there is no point in taking training or trying to learn something if you're not going to have help actually doing it. So let's look at today's topic. So have you ever heard of outreach networking, or co-promotion, or maybe reciprocal marketing? Maybe you have, maybe you haven't, maybe this is something new for you, but I think it's pretty self-explanatory. So you know how sometimes we reach out to other people, we want to, we invite them to like our Facebook page, right? So we're reaching out to people, but sometimes we want to reach out to people that we don't know, right? Or if we want to do co-promotion or reciprocal marketing, that's where two businesses agree to work together. They're usually aligned somehow, and they agree to promote each other, right? And it's usually for a benefit for each business, right? So that is another way to get more exposure, get more awareness, right? So you just want to make sure though that it's a good fit for each other, right? And that whatever it is that could be products or services or content, whatever, but you just want to make sure it's aligned well with your business, right? So another way that you could do that too is if you're in a Facebook group, let's say it's for business or small business or something like that, you want to make sure it's the appropriate Facebook group. But you could go in and leave a post and ask if there's anybody in there, right, that wants to do something like this, right? And you could start connecting with people and seeing if you're a good fit. So when that happens, they probably don't know you, so they're probably going to go and do a search for you, and they're going to go see if you have a Facebook page, but it might not be under your name. You might have a business name, right? And they might even go and check out your personal profile. And if they do a Google search, maybe they're going to find your website, right? So we're just going to look at some of those things, right? So people, we know people are on Google or another search engine, and they're looking for businesses, right? So however people are discovering you, you want to make sure that when they go to your Facebook page, right, that the information they're looking for is there, right? And also people could be finding you in Facebook because you can also use the Facebook search, right? So there's different ways people are discovering you. But when they get to your business page, you want to make sure that it's very clear and precise information on there that's going to give them what they're expecting to find, what they need, right? Because if they don't, it's frustrating. They're going to leave and they're probably not going to come back, right? So we want to make sure that your business page has got the information there. Your about section is written well, and all the pertinent information like business hours, your location, if you're a physical store or local business, you want to make sure all that information is there, right? So if it's not, then it's gonna not be a good experience for people. So the other thing is, if you have a business name, like my business is Marketing Starts Here, but people might be looking at other businesses. So if you have a business name that's not your name, then you want to make sure that on your business page, in your description somewhere, you're going to say who you are, right? Because people aren't going to be able to get to know you, like you, and trust you, right? If they go to a business page, especially if you're a really small business, they want to know who is behind it, right? Especially if you have an online business, right? They want to know who is behind it. So you want to make sure that you've got your personal name in there so they can find you, so they get to feel like they get to know you. But they might be going over to your personal profile to check you out over there to see what you're all about. So you want to make sure that your personal profile too has information, the right information there that people would want to see, like your business name, like you're the owner, founder, whatever of your business name. And oftentimes you might even want to change up your cover image to reflect what you do in business. But it's a good way for them to see what you're all about, right? So people are doing that. So you should be aware of that. You've probably done it yourself. You're probably going, oh yeah, I've done that. So the other thing is through Google, right? People are going to be finding you through Google. And maybe you have a Google My Business page set up, which would be awesome. If you don't, you should, especially if you're a local business, you definitely should be creating a Google My Business account, right? You want to make sure that people are going to find you, and also you're giving them the information that they need. So I can't tell you how many times I go to find a local business because I want their phone number, right? Or I just need to confirm their address, or I just want to find out something, right? So you want to make sure that it's all updated. So we want to make it easy for people, right? We don't want them to be frustrated and leave and not come back. So I'm just checking my notes here to see where I am. Okay, so that's a long story short to say you've got to make sure your information is up to date, right? So you want to make sure you're going to get new fans, new followers, and potential customers know exactly what it is that you do, what you sell, your products or services or content, right? So, okay, so that is the end of today's topic, but I do want to tell you, because I always like to tell you more stuff. So if you haven't taken advantage of the holiday collection Facebook images, that's the, I introduced that last week. So that's where you get 7 images for the holidays that you can use for Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, plus there's other ones in there for you to use for the holidays. What you can do is if you get that, and I'll put the link up above for you so you can find it, but if you get it, you will be able to, sorry, I just had Amber Alert show up. It's distracting me. Okay, so I will put the link up above and you can find that. So if you want to take advantage of that, just click on the link and it'll take you there. So then you'll be able to, I gotta click out of this. There we go. It was taking up my whole screen. So you will be able to download those 7 images and then you can schedule them out on your Facebook ahead of time. So that way, when you're at home Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, and same for New Year's, you're not scrambling thinking, oh, I should have done a post. I didn't do a post. I was so busy. I didn't have time to create a Merry Christmas post or thank my customers this year, right, for their business. So you can get those. Just look at the link if that's something that can help you. I hope that it can. Just go there. It's only going to be available for a couple more days because we're almost at Christmas. What are we at today? The 19th. I think it's available until the 22nd. So that's a couple of more days, 2 more days. So check that out. The other thing that I wanted to let you know about is, well, we're almost at 2021 and I have been doing some planning for the year, next year, as well as the first 90 days, especially the first 90 days, right? So the first quarter. So take a look. I'm hoping I'll be able to let you know this weekend that I am putting together a 5-day challenge for you in January, mid-January. So it is going to be on Facebook Live. So it's not going to be like really so in-depth. It's going to be time consuming. You'll be overwhelmed with all this work. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be easy. It's going to be simple. And so we're just going to go through Facebook Lives. And so you're going to get some really solid foundations in doing Facebook Lives. You're going to learn all kinds of things, right, about Facebook. And you'll be able to practice during the week on your own, and you'll learn how to practice without going live if you don't want to go live right away. But it's going to help you just feel more confident and comfortable to get in front of the camera, and also to make it part of a regular, consistent part of your posting, your content that you're scheduling right ahead in your content calendars. So you just want to make sure that it's going to help you implement that into part of that system, into your social media, your Facebook content system, and your business system. So that is what we're going to do. So look for that. There'll be more information. I'm just putting it together now. So I hope that that is something that you would want to join. So it is free. And over the 5 days, you'll get workbooks. You'll get a workbook, and you'll get some assignments to do as well. There will also be a private Facebook group just for the people in that challenge. Okay, so that brings us to the very end now. So I just want to wish you a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We can put 2020 behind us. It has been a year like no other. So I really hope that you find some time to spend with your friends and your family and really just reflect on the year, see what we've learned, move forward with the next year. Sorry, I got sorry. Okay, I have messed up my phone. So sorry, I don't know what's happening. So I'm going to say goodbye, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year.